So for this attunement, I want to invite us all to reflect on and sense into a personal or historical moment of coming into empowered awareness. So we can begin by first taking a couple of breaths, coming back into and turning inward toward our bodies. And as we do, I invite us to hold in our awareness the particular intricacies of our individual and collective shaping, our experientially felt body that is embedded within and informed by larger structural patterns and systems. Holding in our awareness the particular intricacies of our histories, our families, our cultures, our identities, our generations, our experiences, the whole of our relational field across time. And within all of that, sensing into that aspect of self that has been present to and aware of all of those experiences. Maybe recognizing the ways the embodied self has changed and evolved over time, yet aware of this ever-present aspect of self, ground of awareness that has always been. And from this space, inviting into our awareness a moment of realization, of coming into power or possibility, of accessing freedom or uncovering hope. Welcoming a moment that feels distinctly personal and or one that feels collective or historical or that we may have witnessed. And taking some time to sense into the felt quality of that moment. Maybe a word, phrase, gesture, or sound comes to mind. And we might just notice whether it feels possible to cultivate an attitude of curiosity toward whatever comes. And now sensing into the contours of the setting of that moment, the location and landscape, the features, the time of day, the temperature, maybe even the smell. Taking some time to notice a sense of ourselves in relation to that moment. Noticing as well any others who may also be present. And sensing into the atmosphere, the felt quality of being within it, that felt background feeling. And maybe an image comes to mind or the moment begins to unfold. And there within that, I invite us again to see if it's possible to cultivate an attitude of curiosity toward whatever comes with whatever's unfolding. And from that place, maybe asking and holding the following questions. What was the felt quality that preceded this moment of realization, of coming into power or possibility, of accessing freedom or uncovering hope? For how long had that particular quality been present? Had it changed over time, been relatively constant? And just noticing what comes. And now I want to invite us to pose and hold the question, What was the felt quality of that shift into realization, into power or possibility, into freedom, into hope? Was there a particular happening or catalyst that seemed to facilitate that shift? Was it momentary or gradual? Just noticing whatever comes there and making note of it if you would like. And lastly, you might now ask and sense into, what was the new understanding that emerged with that shift? At what level of interaction did that shift take place? The interpersonal, the interpersonal, the collective, two of those, or maybe even all three. You might hold the question, what is it that that shift enabled? Taking a moment to notice what comes with all of that and maybe making a note of it. And asking inwardly, what was or is the felt sense of what it is that that shift enabled? Noticing if any images, words, phrases, gestures, sounds, or other qualities come. And holding all of that gently in your awareness. And now, taking a deep breath together as we bring this practice to a close. Inviting us maybe to check if there's something we'd like to hold on to or potentially even return to. And maybe making note of what comes there. And then whenever we're ready, inviting us gently, easily to open our eyes, expand our gaze, and return to the room.